Hey, what's going on, family? I know this one is it's in the dark. I'm getting up for work here shortly. Um, and last night we took that last shot together at 8:40, and it was just a miserable night. Despite despite the fact that I got that little fix, but that really just kind of got the anxiousness off of me a little bit temporarily, and the shakes off of me, but. I know we doing better because normally once I can't sleep, what made yesterday so miserable? I lie down at about, I don't know, 10 o'clock. No, I got in the shower at 10, so let's call it 10:45. I couldn't fall asleep till like 1 o'clock in the morning. And usually when my head hit the pillow, I'm out. But I'm tossing, turning, tossing, turning, tossing, turning. Can't get a groove, you know. Um, I was having real light DTs. Real light DTs. DTs is just withdrawals when alcohol is coming out of your body. And like I said, as I've gotten older, it's gotten progressively worse. Since I hit my 30s, I never used to hallucinate well, that could be a story because I was always high and getting drunk off ethanol. Um, for 10 years, I worked at a golf course, private country clubs from Chicago and LA. And man, ladies, we do a lot of drinking. Vodka, vodka lemonades, vodka OJs, and I might even do the Jack and Coke if we want to go dark. But that job was conducive to being a degenerate a little bit. You didn't have to be, but you could be. I always laugh at myself and say, being a caddy was like kind of being a stripper. I got paid very well to help people gamble and do drugs. Not that a stripper gambles or anything, but these men gambling over around the golf and you helping them score. You suggested things, but last night was so when I say light DTs, meant hallucinating lightly. Now it had been bad where I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I might want to go to the hospital and detox in the past. But I know what it is from these experiences. I'm hearing things, loud noises startle me quite a bit. Um, and and my body's just weak. I just keep saying, you know what I'm saying? While I'm lying down here. And, it's 4:30 in the morning. I got to walk out the door by 5 to be at work at 5:30. Who gonna keep living like this? I can't no more, y'all. No more, family. And understand, I get that we gonna all fall down and have to get back up. But I've been at this for a long time. In this last year, this gift that I gave myself at 33 of paying attention, and it happened accidentally. I'm gonna get better with this with time, y'all, this content, but I need to start hitting that live button and start uploading to my channel. Not, I know it's gonna be a big part of my healing. Um, because I got some psychological stuff I gotta get to. A little bit of neurosis, I think, not to use these words, but a little neurotic, you know what I'm saying? A little neurotic ways in me. And it just comes from my family. And it's affecting every area of my life, most of all, and most importantly, probably my health, right? That's just the foundation of this thing. But more so my relationships too. When I start getting close to people, like I don't want to be alone. But once it's time to get close to somebody, I find a way to self-sabotage it. It gives me so much grace for my parents and the mistakes that they made as parents. But this is the alcohol experiment. Not the other channel I operate with. I'll share that with you later. Um, and one thing at a time right now is early on. Don't bite off more than you can chew. But folks, it was miserable. And then that's in the red, right? Tossing and turning, deleted DTs. I got few hours of sleep. Now I got to go work this 8 hour shift in customer service. So now I got to put how I'm feeling all the way to the side. You know what I mean? And get the job done. You know, I work for tips still. So my performance is gonna dictate my pay quite a bit. And it sucked. Bought a whole chicken salad. They charged me $18 for that chicken salad and ate maybe 70% of it, 60, 70% of it. So I'm gonna get ready for work, y'all. I just wanted to keep this one short and sweet. It's more like a rant, but the goal here is to begin to create content uh, so that I can begin to get better with time and get my message out. Because why am I doing this? I aspire to inspire. I want to have so much free content out on this topic that even if you can't afford any of the paid services down the road, that there's channels on YouTube where they they give away so much free stuff. The paid stuff be more compact, you know. Hey, my homie Wesley, man, he got a trillion free videos on there, but that can get a little overwhelming, you know. But it's there if you want free. Um, but his paid service is gonna be more compact, more concise, more straight to the point. So that's my goal with this channel, you all. Welcome to the Alcohol Experiment. We are a family here, building out this community, uh, moment by moment and day by day. And yeah, right now I'm not feeling very well, but it doesn't. 72 hours, you're gonna be like, whew, you know. 10 days, you're gonna be straight. You know, I've done this before. Um, you know, I'm drinking Pedialyte last night. Had to wake up drinking some more. So uh, I love y'all. Alcohol is really not gonna do nothing for you, y'all. And I know you don't. If you listening to this channel, you probably know that I don't have to tell you that, and you questioning it. But I'm telling you, my issues. It's time to get to work on them. And you know, I was listening to my doctor yesterday, Dr. Judy Rosenberg, Dr. Judy WTF. She on YouTube. She talk a lot about just healing from trauma. Um, and you know, she said something that shocked me, and make it quick. But she said something to the degree like, when you experience these things as a young infant, child, adolescent, etc., it really messes with your ability to connect with people, right? But I'm not, back in the day, in my 20s, I don't really have a clue. I didn't even find out I didn't even think you could have CPTSD until I was in my late 20s, unless you went to war. Depression, what's that? You got to go to war for that. Brother, you drinking ethanol, that is depression. It is a central nervous system depression. So a lot of things I'm just becoming awake to. But what I'm going to say and close it out, I know I always say that, right? Uh, I used to never want kids because of how things was growing up. I was like, I don't want no kids. I love kids. I grew up in a home daycare. So to convince myself I didn't want kids, I knew on a deep subconscious level, like yesterday it just hit me like, yeah, bro, we got a lot of work to do. Let's get busy. So y'all, I'm gonna get the day started. It's March 9th, 2024, as I get ready to upload this video. I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. And moment by moment, that's when the day I'm right here with you. If you know anyone this video resonate with, get them a link, share with them. I'm definitely on a mission. Through darkness, I found my purpose. And that's to begin to help people on this. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it forever, but right now, yes, we coaching on alcohol freedom. And it's there. It's a market for it. It's not like I'm trying to invent something new. People are out here helping people change their lives through their relationship with alcohol. And I'm definitely passionate about this. Took everything, and I still. Y'all see me take my last drink yesterday. I should start drinking like 10 years ago, to be real with you. So I'm gone. I love y'all. Later.